Name of Amida Buddha. I want to read to you something written by Josho Adrian Cirlea on his VK page. He just posted. Here's the quote. Avoid blocking thoughts, for they are like bubbles that burst of their own accord. They will not be stopped by blocking them. And that's a quote from Padampa Sangye. Padampa Sangye. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And his comment on that is, I always let the thoughts come and go as they please, like thieves in an empty house. You just say the name of Amida Buddha in a relaxed manner and don't bother about them, meaning these thoughts. And I love that. One of the things that used to bother me about when I was a Christian was growing up in the violent home I did. My thoughts were filled with anger, hate, rage, and violence. And of course, I'd always hear the preacher self-righteously preach from the pulpit, quoting the Bible, as a man thinks, so is he. And I thought, well, I'm screwed. And oh, how much different and better my life would have been had I known this Buddhist text, this comment that instead of trying to fix your thoughts and focusing on your thoughts, you let them come and go. You let them burst like bubbles in a stream. That means that these thoughts are like clouds. They're like mists. They come, they appear, and then they disappear. I spent decades at war with my own mind, at war with my own thoughts and emotions. And I wanted to give up. I wanted to kill myself many times because the war would only increase. And this is why. When you focus your attention on these thoughts, then these thoughts become the focus of your attention. I remember I was having a conflict and I talked to Sensei Josho about this, and he said, well, as long as you're thinking about this person, even though it's your day off and you should be relaxing, enjoying Amida, that person's in your room with you. You brought this person in your room through your thoughts, through your focus. Today I went, like I said in my last video, I decided to make 2 videos today. I decided to go to the Asian Mart, and the lady at the checkout line didn't have the best attitude, and she ended up setting me off. And then she explained very kindly why she was asking to see my ID, because I had a purchase and my order was over $100. And they had been inundated, I guess, with people who had stolen credit cards and debit cards and would run up, purchases of over $100. Once she explained this to me, my attitude changed. Excuse me. My attitude changed. Her attitude changed. And somehow in the situation I had shared with her that I was a Buddhist, I think when she wanted to see my ID, the picture on my driver's license is with me with a shaved head instead of long hair. And I explained that this was for a Buddhist. I shaved my head for a Buddhist retreat at the time. And in the end, not only was she nice, not only did I wish her a wonderful day, but she helped me put my groceries in the cart. And as I walked out to the bus stop, I caught the first bus leaving, and I got home super fast. A good day. Now, in the past, I would have analyzed what had taken place. I've had a wild week this week. Last week was a very wild week. And I'll just put it like that. And there's so much of last week that I could have obsessed about, picked apart in my head, overanalyzed, felt anger, rage, hate, resentment, fear, doubt, worry. But basically, it was a good week. I basically just had one crappy day. It was stressful. Nothing bad particularly happened with me, other than I was thrown in a situation that became hectic and crazy and stressful. As I hear messages like this from Reverend Josho Adrian Cirlea, or Cirlea, I'm going to ask him personally. I know him as Josho. I know him as nephew. As I hear messages like this, talking about how thoughts are like thieves in an empty house, I love that. I love that. Like thieves in an empty house. They'll rattle around until they find nothing and then leave. Maybe that's why I had a problem with the thieves in my head, because I would focus on them. I would interact with them. Now, I'm not allocating another form of Zen. I'm a Jodo Shinshu Buddhist. My main focus is on entrusting myself to Amidaji Buddha, saying his name in faith, and wishing to be born in his pure land of ultimate bliss and peace. That is the primal vow, the 18th vow of Amida. The vow that says, those who entrust themselves to me, say my name in faith, and wish to be born in my land, shall be born in their next life in my pure land of ultimate bliss and peace. Namo Amida Buddha. But once you receive faith in Amida, you still have to live in this world. You still have to deal with the fallout of a samsaric society. Conflicts arise, misunderstandings arise. Resentments foment inside of us, anger, judgment, unforgiveness. This is the makeup of the human being living in the Dharma ending age of Mappo. This is the fate of all who live in this samsaric realm of suffering and desire. And so, Josho Adrian Cirlea makes this comment pull it up again. You just say the name of Amida Buddha in a relaxed manner and don't bother about them. I'm going to reread this article real quick. It's a short one. Avoid blocking thoughts, for they are like bubbles that burst of their own accord. They will not be stopped by blocking them. When you make the effort to try to fix yourself, I found this out the hard way, you make the situation worse. I can't fix myself. But when you avoid blocking thoughts, for they are bubbles that burst at their own accord. In that phrase, you recognize that all things are impermanent, including thoughts. And it goes on to say they will not be stopped by blocking them. When I focus on the negative, my outlook becomes negative. When I cease to see the person I was dealing with as in a confrontational manner, I was able to appreciate the fact that basically this person was looking out for my best interest and for the best interest of the store, by not just pushing through any $100 order. This is also a deterrent to criminals. So I'm grateful for Josho Sensei in posting this quote from Padampa, I'm going to say this right, Padampa Sangye. And I also like his comment where he says, I always say, let the thoughts come and go as they please, like thieves in an empty house. You just say the name of Amida Buddha in a relaxed manner and don't bother about them. Don't bother about your thoughts. Oh, the pain and suffering I would have avoided for decades of my life. 5 or 6 decades of my life had I known this. No, I worried about my thoughts being sinful. I worried about everything that would come into my head. And in doing so, I created untold hells on earth. And my life became a continuous living hell on earth. And the goal was about fixing myself, fixing my thoughts, fixing my emotions. And I can't. What a relief to be a Buddhist and to read a quote like that. To have, what a blessing to have a sensei who is priest of my temple and my school of Buddhism, who offers up this as a relief. Because this comment sets us free from so much worry and doubt. It sets us free from this obligation to enlighten ourselves or fix ourselves. Only Amitabha Buddha can give me enlightenment. So in the meantime, in this Saha realm, all I need to do is accept the fact I'm an unenlightened idiot. And to face that is to face the realization that if I try to fix myself, I'm wasting my time. Not just wasting my time, but making myself more agitated, more frustrated, more angry. Because it's like it's a cycle. It's an endless cycle. Okay, I got to fix myself. Oh, I'm focusing on it more. Oh, I'm even more enraged. Oh yeah, and this person said that, and they said this, and they did this. That reminds me of another person that said this and did that, and it never ends. Now, by practicing this, am I going to get to the point where stuff just isn't going to bother me anymore? Maybe, maybe not. Then again, I can't fix myself, so I don't know. But it is a nice technique that does work, and I know this from experience. And I do know that repetition definitely creates good karma if the repetition is a good one. To get in the habit of focusing on what is good and productive and mentally healthy creates a good karma. It creates good karmic habits. And since I've been doing this, life has become immeasurably better. And so I urge each and every one of you to spend as much time as you can, instead of worrying about your evil thoughts. And I have evil thoughts. I have mean thoughts. I think it was Master Shinran that said, he referred to himself as a bamboo with evil thoughts that are like, I think, like scorpions, snakes and scorpions, something like that. And that sums me up. My thoughts tend to be evil. I tend to jump to judgment. I tend to hold resentments. But praise be to the name of Amida Buddha, my Buddhism does not rely on me being a good, holy, sacred, sanctified, enlightened individual. My Buddhism focuses on receiving Amida's gift of Shinjin through faith, saying his name in gratitude, and desiring to be born in my next life in the Pure Land. I love my Buddhism. I love the Jodo Shinshu school of Buddhism. I love the simplicity of my faith. And I love the members of the Sangha, the Amida Sangha, who are in the same boat that I am in. I love you. Namo Amida Buddha. Have a great week. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.